My name is Sarah Elovich, and this is an origin story. Once upon a time, there was a little girl. This little girl spent a lot of time outside by herself, swinging upside down in a hammock. Hanging her head over backwards, she'd use one foot to push and make the green hill give way to the roof of the house and the blue blaze below, framed by waves of white clouds on an endless ocean sky. Blinding. On the way back up again, the long green grass would kiss her cheeks, the little sunbursts of dandelions shining their constellations in the depths of the yard universe. The little girl found other astronauts traveling through the backyard, the cat hunting some invisible UFO, birds of many kinds, and fuzzy blue-black alien creatures with suction cupped feet that fluttered forward on the little girl's outstretched hand. Hours of this, all summer long. The hammock would transform from a spaceship to a cruise ship to a dinghy to an island. Population 1. One lazy upside down day, the droning, drowsy dissonance of insects was interrupted by a very large and very loud blackbird's call. The little girl saw a branch move in the tree above her spaceship dinghy. Caw, 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 caw. She squinted up towards the sound. Too late. The yard went still. Not even the squirrels who usually played flying trapeze tag were wanting to enter the silence. The little girl swung her legs over the side of the hammock. Where was he? Caw, 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 caw. She spun around. On the far side of the yard, under the evergreens, at the edge of the Hasta asteroid belt, the crow stretched out his neck. The little girl watched the cat slink away in the opposite direction. When she glanced back to find the crow, she jumped. In an instant, he had split the difference between them, standing in the bright green grass, looking at her sideways. He tilted his head, amused by the little joke he had pulled on her. Caw, 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 caw. Very funny, the little girl muttered. She noticed that her fuzzy blue-black caterpillar co-pilot was standing on its hind feet, suctioned to her hand and reading the air, stretching his attention in the direction of the blackbird. What, are you trying to be someone's dinner? Don't show off like that. She leaned over, gently showing fuzzy blue-black the grippy tree trunk. After a few moments, he acquiesced and found purchase in a barky crater. Caw, 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 caw. The call was so loud this time, the little girl froze. After finding her breath, she slowly shifted her eyes, then swiveled her head. The crow was now standing right in front of her, just inches out of reach, eyeing her as if to say, "Permission to come aboard?" The little girl smiled. It would be marvelous to have a crow steer her ship, she thought. As if he heard her thoughts, the crow stretched out his wings, showing her his green iridescence, pointing due east and west simultaneously, proudly letting her know that he never lost his sense of direction. Once he was sure he had her complete attention, he folded himself back up neatly like an ancient treasure map. He put his keen orange eye back on the little girl. She searched his face, his beak larger and sharper than she thought a crow's beak ought to be. He's already showed me that he's faster and smarter than I, and he's arguably prettier than me too, the little girl thought. What else do you want me to know? She sent him this question intentionally this time. The crow, hearing her, cocked his head. The insect chorus roused itself and swelled in a dizzying refrain. The air throbbed and swirled as the little girl's heart started to pound. The crow opened its beak. Now you are awake.